horse meat adulteration scandal is spreading around Europe as we speak. New countries were dragged in last night, and in the UK there have been developments. The government here announced that it would start testing all horses for a banned drug, and they've just published the results. So we now know that of around 200 horses tested in recent days, 8 have come back positive for the substance called bute, which is short for phenylbutazone. It's a veterinary drug used very, very commonly in horses, particularly in race horses. Most horses are given it at some point in their lives, but it's banned from the human food chain because it's not regarded as safe for people. But bute can, in rare cases, cause something called aplastic anemia, which is a very serious condition in which the bone marrow fails to produce blood cells, and it can be life-threatening. Over the past months, possibly years, there will have been horses with bute in them that have been slaughtered for the human food chain. They're not meant to have been, but we are now dealing with inquiries into criminal networks laundering meat, and it looks quite likely that there have been many horses that have gone for food that shouldn't have done. The investigations are now looking at criminal rings of people who very deliberately have been adulterating food, and the authorities are making inquiries into where the horses are coming from. They still haven't got to the bottom of it. There's known to be a substantial trade in horses between Ireland and the UK. I think the dilemma for the government has been that they can't actually say that the horse they're finding is safe because it wasn't tested for bute. We don't know how much of it's around. It is also true to say that the risk is probably quite low, and we're talking about residues of the drug rather than full exposure to the drug, and by the time you've chopped up the horse, minced it up and put it in with other adulterants in these very cheap food products, you're probably talking about very small amounts.